Hi there. My name's Alan Stedham, and I felt compelled to make this video this evening. Today has been a rough day in American history, but it's not the first and it's not the last. But the reason I'm making this video is that I see, people reacting to current events in a lot of different ways, and I, generally speaking, avoid discussing politics like the plague. In this case, I'm not going to go into the specifics. I want to appeal to everyone individually and collectively as a human race. I feel like, from what I've seen in terms of people's reactions, that people have been divided by their political beliefs, their personal philosophies, their various social organizings and the like. And the downside to that is that besides just simply being divisive, I think that separates us from who we are. This evening I could, appeal on behalf of who I am, but I'm nobody. I'm just one person in the midst of billions in this world. But I do have something to say, and I do appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Regardless of how we self-identify, we have things in common. And I think we forget about those things. I think that sometimes in the midst of getting caught up emotionally in things, that we forget that we all bleed red, for example, or that we're all human beings. And that I have always held the belief that everyone, regardless of where they are in life, who they are in life, whether they're up, they're down, etc., everyone deserves a basic level of respect, and that includes compassion. And I worry when I see reactions like I've seen today, that in people getting caught up in their emotions and people getting caught up in their politics, that they lose compassion for humanity. In this regard, I am not simply speaking as someone in the United States or someone in Texas or even as a Christian. I speak to everyone, every faith system, every belief system, regardless of your country, point of origin, all of that. I think in the midst of everything, sometimes we just need to stop. We need to stop the name calling. We need to stop the finger pointing. We need to stop the judging. And we need to just stop and say, wait. Instead of focusing on everybody else, why don't we take a moment and look at ourselves? And I'm including myself in this. I had to think up quite a bit before I made this video. And simply put, instead of worrying about what someone else is doing or what someone else believes, why not focus on who you want to be? What kind of a human being do you want to be? Do I want to be? And it's not about how we're perceived. It's about what kind of person are you inside? And when you look at others, when you talk about others, or if I do the same, what are we really saying about ourselves? Now, it's a really tough point in history right now between the pandemic and the shutdowns. You got a lot of people facing a lot of hardships right now. You got people who are sick. You have people who are dying. You have people who are related and suffering as a result. And you got people who don't know where their next check or meal is coming from. That, to me, leads to fear and worry. It also leads to anger. And these are all things that can get out of control. And that's some of the things that we're seeing right now. And ultimately, it comes down to a question of hope. And people are losing hope. And I can only speak for myself. I can only speak from a Christian point of view. But to me, there is only one source of hope, and that's God and His Son, Jesus Christ. And, various people find hope and purpose where they will. And I'm not going to pass judgment on anybody. I have no right to do that. But I do want to appeal to each and every one of you to think before you act, think before you speak, and ultimately question yourself about what kind of person you want to be. And if there's a problem, see what kind of peaceful way that you can offer a solution, or talk to other people and find peaceful answers. Anyway, I don't want to go on and on. I appreciate your time. And I pray for everybody. Please pray for me and my family, if you're so inclined. And thank you.